Hey everybody, it's Aidan here once again, and welcome back to some rFactor 2, as it's time for another mod review. Now what we've got here today is the 2018 GP3 series mod by SlowMotion and friends. Basically this is it's the GP3 season from 2018, and it'll be the last GP3 series mod that will ever be released, because as of 2019 it will be merged into Formula 3, and Formula 3 will once again have its regional series across Europe, Asia and South America. Now, just a quick side note, if you can hear the outside world coming in through the microphone, I've got the window open. We've had quite a hot and humid day here in the UK today. It did rain this afternoon in the West Midlands, so that's taken away a lot of the humidity. It's a lot fresher, fresh breeze coming in through the window, doing a mod review in rFactor 2. What could be better? So let's get on with things. So usual mod review stuff from me. If you're new here, the usual plan of action or the agenda for a mod review is show the car, show the features, show some of the little details, talk about the car itself in the real world, and then we'll move that onto a track and go for a proper test session and see what's what. So, moving on, we will talk about the car to start with. So, SlowMotion is proud to present the latest 2018 version of the GP3 series, the last of its racing life, as I've already mentioned. And it's been updated in the graphics and in the physics due to several updates with rFactor 2 in recent months. And they've actually had help from GP3 teams as well. They've had, I think it's two, it's at least one, but I think it might be two GP3 engineers have actually supplied data to the team, to SlowMotion, that is. And for obvious reasons, those guys have to remain anonymous, so if we do mention them throughout the course of this mod review, we'll just call them Gary, because Gary is it's a mechanic's name, isn't it? Gary, or Jeff, Steve. But getting on with things, we have some more details, and this is regarding only the most important changes from the last build of this mod. So we now have 4K resolution for all the 2018 cars, so we've got higher res on the body, the wings and the helmets and so on. Full rain effects in line with rFactor 2's rain update has been added to the body, the helmet, the suit and the visor for all the series, so the 2016 and 17 series as well. We've got the new tyre shapes for all the series, so they've modified the tyre model, the 3D model of the tyre slightly to make it look more realistic. We've got the new 2017 and 2018 hook, which is this bit at the back. You can see my mouse cursor there. And we have new DRS side panels for 2018 cars, which we'll get to in a minute. We've got the new rear wing for 2018. We've got new steering wheel options and new physics to keep it similar to 2016 and 2017 series, but with more turning angle. We've got the new 2018 contact patch tyres for the 2018 cars. They've added an option for leagues to have refueling, so if you're using this car to go on like Formula 1 style distances, well, you're going to run out of fuel eventually, so they've got the option to pop more fuel in if you need it. And of course we've got all the 2018 liveries, helmets and visors, and you're looking at Tatiana Calderon's car here. And the team, well, the team is SlowMotion. We've got Red Pag, we've got Michael Border, who did the contact patch tyre thing, and we've got Brack Jabham, Boxer and SlowMotion. So, I mean, looking at the model here, they've done a fantastic job. There's some other bits and pieces as well that I don't really need to go into. Templates are available as well. So, yeah, they've really gone to town with this. They've been working they've been working on this for a long time, I should say, and I mean, look at what they managed to achieve here. Oh, excuse me, my nose is streaming, and it's just like little small details on the car. I mean, we've got the Colombian flag just here on this part of the rear wing, driver's name and sponsors. A little Swiss flag, and I'm assuming that's because of this is Jensen Woods. Well, I'm assuming they're Swiss. Or it could be that because Tatiana Calderon is part of the Sauber team, that's just sort of a little nod to them. Model looks great, textures look great. Now this DRS panel on the side here, which is this thing here, in GP3 this year, from what I understand, they've got a certain amount of DRS uses for the entire race. I think they have 6 in total, so they have to ration it, kind of like in DTM. I think it's DTM. I don't really understand DTM. Someone would explain the DTM DRS rules in the comments section for me. That would be great. But anyway, what this does is this lights up with the number 6, and every time they use DRS, it counts down to 0. Now, in rFactor 2, that's not modelled yet. It might be modelled in the future. But what you can do is you can turn this on or off, and it will just display a static number, or it will run an animation script, in which case it will just count down, over the course of the race, which is really cool. But that leads me neatly into the rest of the options for the cars. So we've got the 2017-18 aerodynamics pack, which is fine. We've got 2 gearboxes. We've got the default gearbox, and we've got Le Castellet, and Silverstone. I'm assuming Le Castellet. I think that's Paul Ricard, isn't it? Rear flap options, or DRS options, so you can close the DRS on the brakes, mid lift or on full lift. Steering configuration, Dalara's steering ratio using the data provided by the GP3 engineers by the Garys, or you can have variable steering settings. 2018 tyres. Well, it's basically the Formula 1 tyres from 2016. Refueling, GP3 real world or the league version. DRS side panels, so you've got the fake down counting panels or the static panels, and that's it. And the visor mod, and we've got so it just like give you the effect of looking through a visor, and they've made it so that the rain shows on the visor, and I'm really looking forward to testing that out to see what it's like. Unfortunately, I don't use VR, so I'd love to see that in VR if someone would upload a VR video of that. So yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to talk about. It's a spec series. Model looks great. I mean, we can see into the cockpit, and that's a new steering wheel. I'm told. Yeah, I just like it. I mean, I like it because it's a blue car, but you know, you can see all the details on the gearbox and the transaxle and all that cool stuff. So that's pretty much a quick overview. Don't really need to talk too much about the model. We're here to see what the car is like to drive. After all, it's a driving simulator, not a look at a car in a discount store Top Gear studio simulator. So I'm going to go through my track collection and find somewhere to test, and we'll go for a test and, you know, see what's what. So join me in a moment on track. So then, here we are at Road Atlanta, which is probably my default test track now after all the V8 Supercar stuff I've done here in the past. But I thought I'd just show you the outside of the model in the real world, as it were, because I don't think showroom view really does it any justice. But we have a fantastic looking model here. We've got a man. Why are you taking a picture of a car in portrait, you absolute jeb end? Yeah, no, he's realised that it's a shit picture. And he's gone back to landscape. Good. Right, you're learning. Work experience, kids. Anyway, oh no, he's gone back to portrait. But anyway, we'll ignore him. We've got the DRS light on the side, which is not her number. Number 9 is her number. Number 6 is another DRS-age she has left. The little Colombian flag I forgot to mention is not exclusive to Tata's car or to the Jensen Motorsport team. It's for every driver. Not every driver is Colombian. I mean that every driver has their flag on the side. So, enough talking about the model. We're here to test the physics. Let's get inside the car. We've got the visor mod turned on, and we'll go for a bit of a spin. Looks a bit milky, but oh, it's actually going away now. Okay, that's fine. So we were probably in the sunlight. Just cruising down the pit lane at 40 miles an hour, so 60 clicks for you metrics. And pop it into second, so we get the traction, and out we go. Lovely late afternoon here at Road Atlanta. Wow. Into the second of these 90-degree right-handers. Get onto the curb, and now we're coming up the fake Conrod straight, the 99p store Conrod straight, and then we'll be coming through to the fake chase, as I call it. So called because you have the right-hand kink into a heavy braking zone. And then we've got to get over the top of the hill. See what the default setup will do. Oh, I think it bottomed out there. I should really learn how to use Motec and do a video on that. Had some ambient sound effects coming off the pit wall. That was pretty cool. But you can see all the grime on the visor as well. That's quite immersive. Fantastic. Lots of grip. Obviously not going to be troubling Lewis and Sebastian anytime soon, but a lot of grip for what is there. So the data from the Garys would have... Oh dear. And that is the first time I've sneezed on camera. I usually never sneeze while racing. A bit of trail braking into the fake chase. I'm going to have to run a compressor on that in case it peaked. But that's a 1 minute 12. There's probably a few more seconds in this car. I'm expecting the aliens to be going sub 110 round here. Oh dear. This is just a fantastic car to drive. It's not trying to kill me. It's not trying to kill me at all. Sorry, I thought I was about to sneeze again. No? Okay. Oh, I missed that time. Tried to brake unbelievably late, but this is all default setup as well. So you can just get in and go. That's a 1:11.5. Oh dear, nose is streaming. Not bad for default setup. Trying to think how quick it will go with a proper setup. But I absolutely love this. New tyre model as well. $110.7. I don't want to stop. Rip. Oh dear. Oh, you can see that the number 5 has now appeared on the side of the car. Oh dear. Oh, she's dead. Yeah, she's definitely dead. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to load the track up now. Sorry, load up the track again, but this time it will be raining, and we'll see what kind of rain effects we'll see on the car. So, join me again soon, in a few seconds, at a wet Road Atlanta. Okay then, so I've actually moved over to Silverstone, reason being that I had a wet track preset for Silverstone, so we can see what it's all like. But if we just go to the outside here, we can see that some water is appearing on Tata's helmet here. I'm not zooming in. Yeah, you can just see that on the visor. That's all pretty cool. Doesn't show up on the actual body yet. Maybe I've got the wrong setting somewhere. But what we'll do is we'll go into the cockpit and I'll see what the build-up of water is like on the visor. So without further ado, let's get out there and go and have some fun. So I've had visions all day of driving around with water on the screen, like trying to drive on the motorway with no wipers on. That's completely the wrong way. It's this way, you donut. Okay, so that's not giving me the result I anticipated. We've got water building up on that little windscreen there. Maybe I had too high expectations, but I don't know. I'll have to ask about this on the forums. The rain is building up now. Oh god. Trust in downforce. Can we get through the corner this time? Yes, we can. Now, I think something was mentioned about that there's been a miscalculation with the wet tyres. They have been hot fixed, but I think there's going to be more research put into it. So come round Luffield to start another lap. Oh god. So why can I see it more on the pit straight but not around the rest of the track? Is it because of the lighting, or? I'm sure people will know more than me about this, but again, like I say, maybe my expectations were a little bit too high, but it's cool. I'll give it that. Coming into Brooklands again. Whoa, kick of oversteer. You see the rain on the clear visor. And here's that rain build up again. Awesome. See, that's what I expected it to look like. Ah, too far wide. Definitely drivable though. Oh, looks pretty damn good. And it's not skating around in the wet. Again, this is default setup, but if I'm too aggressive with my throttle, it's gonna go. So a thoroughly enjoyable mod. Very, very enjoyable mod, and I highly recommend you download this one. Oh god. I need some more wet weather practice, I think. First time driving in the wet in a single seat. It's an absolute rocket ship, and I love it. So I think that's pretty much all there is to say about this mod. It's fantastic to drive. It looks great. In my mind, it's quite realistic. I mean, it should be if they've had the Garys helping them on it. Let's bring it round onto the pit straight, park up, and get an external shot. Just park it here, and there we go. This has been the GP3 mod by SlowMotion for rFactor 2. You can get it on the Steam Workshop. If you've already got the mod, it will just self-update itself, which is pretty cool. There will be links on the Studio 397 website that I will link below, that you can download it manually when it finally gets uploaded that way. And yeah, that's all I have to say on this mod. Highly recommend it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So until next time, I've been Aidan Millward. And remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again very, very soon for another video. So, goodbye.